Question number 5. A hemispherical depression is cut from one face of a cubical wooden block such that the diameter L of the hemisphere is equal to edge of the cube. Find the surface area of the remaining solid. In this question, there is a cubical wooden block, and from one face of this cubical wooden block, a hemispherical depression is cut out. The diameter of hemispherical depression which is cut out is L, and that diameter of hemispherical depression is equal to edge of the cubical block. So let us write edge of the cubical block it is L, and diameter of hemispherical depression is also L. Therefore, radius of hemispherical depression which has been cut out from one face of the cubical block is L by 2. So, radius of hemispherical depression is equal to L by 2. We are going to find surface area of the remaining solid. As it is said in the question that a hemispherical depression is cut of diameter L which is equal to edge of the cubical block. So when a hemispherical depression is cut from one face of the cubical block, circular pi r square area is cut out, and in place of that curved surface area of hemispherical depression 2 pi r square is created. So from one face of cubical wooden block, circular area pi r square is cut out from one face, and in place of that curved surface area of hemispherical depression 2 pi r square is created. So in that case, surface area of the remaining solid. So surface area of the remaining solid is equal to 6a square total surface area of the cubical wooden block minus pi r square, because circular area is cut out from one face of this cubical wooden block, plus 2 pi r square as curved surface area of hemispherical depression is created. So this formula we are going to use to find surface area of the remaining solid. So 6a square plus pi r square. A is edge or side of the cubical wooden block, so 6 into L by 2 whole square plus pi into this is side actually, so it should be 6L square plus pi into L by 2 whole square. This is 6L square plus 1 by 4 pi L square. L by 2 whole square is L square by 4 into pi is written in this form 1 by 4 pi L square. If 1 by 4 L square is taken common, 1 by 4 pi L square plus, let us write once again in this order, 1 by 4 pi L square plus 6 L square, and now we can take 1 by 4 L square common. So from here pi is left plus here 24. So 1 by 4 L square into pi plus 24. This is area of the remaining solid. Now let's see question number 6. A medicine capsule is in the shape of a cylinder with two hemispherical ends as shown in this figure. The length of entire capsule is 14 millimeter and diameter of the capsule is 5 millimeter. Find its surface area. Surface area of the entire capsule we have to find out in this question. The total length of the capsule is given 14 millimeter. Diameter of the capsule is given 5 millimeter. Therefore, radius of the capsule is equal to 5 by 2, that is 2.5 millimeter, and we are going to find out the entire surface area, that is total surface area or simply surface area of this capsule. Surface area of this capsule is surface area of two hemispherical ends plus surface area of cylindrical part of the capsule. So let us first find length of cylindrical part of the capsule. Length of cylindrical part of the capsule, total length of the capsule minus radius of two hemispherical ends. So radius of hemispherical end of the capsule is 2.5 centimeter. So from total length of the capsule, radius of two circular ends from both the sides will be subtracted, and this radius of the capsule we can also write radius of hemispherical ends of the capsule. So this is 14 minus 2.5 plus 2.5, radius of two hemispherical ends, and this is equal to 14 minus 5, 9 millimeter. So 9 millimeter is length of cylindrical part of the capsule. Now we are going to find surface area of two hemispherical ends and surface area of cylindrical part of the capsule. Surface area of two hemispherical ends of the capsule plus surface area of middle cylindrical part of the capsule together will give total surface area of the capsule. So surface area of capsule is equal to, surface area of two hemispherical ends. So 2 into 2 pi r square. 2 pi r square is surface area of one hemispherical end, and there are two hemispherical ends of the capsule. So 2 into 2 pi r square plus surface area of cylindrical part of the capsule, that is 2 pi r h. This length of cylindrical part we can denote by h, length of cylindrical part of the capsule, which will be used in place of height of a cylinder h. So this is equal to 4 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. If we take 2 pi r common, then here 2 r is left from first term, plus h is left from second term. So it is 2 pi r into 2 r plus h. Now let's put values of pi, radius r, and height h of cylindrical part of the capsule in this formula. So it is going to be equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into radius 2.5 into 2 into radius 2.5 plus height 9 millimeter, and this is equal to 2 into 22 44 by 7 into 2.5 into 2 into 2.55, 5 plus 9 14, so we can directly write 14. 7 to the 14, 2 into 2.55, 5 into 44, 220 millimeter square, and this is surface area of the entire capsule. Now question number 7. A tent is in the shape of a cylinder surmounted by a conical top. If the height and diameter of the cylindrical part of the tent are 2.1 meter and 4 meter respectively, and the slant height of the conical top is 2.8 meter, find area of canvas used for making the tent. Also find the cost of canvas of the tent at the rate of rupees 500 per meter square, assuming that the base of the tent will not be covered with canvas. In this question, there is a tent whose lower part is cylindrical in shape, which is surmounted by a conical top. Height and diameter of cylindrical part are given, so same will be diameter of the conical part also, and slant height of the conical part of the tent is also given to 2.8 meter. So, and we have to find area of canvas used for making this tent, and also we have to consider that base of the tent is not covered with canvas. So let us write height of cylindrical part. Height of cylindrical part of the tent is 2.1 meter. Diameter of cylindrical part is given 4 meter, so directly let's write radius of cylindrical part and also radius of base of conical part of the tent 4 by 2, that is 2 meter, and slant height of conical part of the tent denoted by L is also given 2.8 meter. We have to find area of canvas used for making the tent. Actually, we are going to find surface area of the tent without base. Circular base of the tent is not covered with canvas. So, finding out area of canvas used for making the tent is same as surface area of the tent we have to find, in fact. So, surface area of cylindrical part plus surface area of conical part of the tent we are going to calculate. So, area of canvas used for making the tent is equal to surface area of, curved surface area of cylindrical part 2 pi r h plus curved surface area of conical upper part of the tent, that will be pi r l. This is equal to pi r, if you take common, you will have 2h from first term plus L from the second term. So, we have got this formula pi r into 2h plus L. Now, let's put values of pi, radius r and height of the conical part of the tent and slant height of, height h of cylindrical part and slant height conical part of the tent. So, this is equal to 22 by 7 into radius 2 meter into 2 into height 2.1 meter plus slant height 2.8 meter square. This is equal to 22 by 7 into 2 into 2 into 2.1 4.2 plus 2.8 meter square. So, this is equal to 2 into 22 44 by 7 into 4.2 plus 2.8 7.0. So, let's write 7. 7 cancel. So, this is equal to 44 meter square, and this is area of canvas used for making the tent. We have to also find cost of canvas at the rate of rupees 500 per meter square. Surface area, or we can say area of canvas used for making the tent, we have got 44 meter square, and cost of 1 meter square of canvas is rupees 500. So, what is total cost of canvas used for making the tent? So, cost of canvas used in the tent is equal to rupees 500 into 44, and this is equal to rupees 22,000, and this is cost of canvas used for making the tent. Question number 8. From a solid cylinder whose height is 2.4 centimeter and diameter is 1.4 centimeter, A conical cavity of the same diameter and same height is hollowed out. Find the surface area of the remaining solid to the nearest centimeter square. In this question, there is a solid cylinder of height 2.4 centimeter and diameter 1.4 centimeter. A conical cavity is hollowed out, dug out from the solid cylinder of the same diameter and same height. We have to find area of the remaining solid. Area of the remaining solid is going to be equal to curved surface area of the cylinder plus surface area of one circular end pi r square plus curved surface area of conical cavity pi r l. So let's write height h of solid cylinder is given 2.4 centimeter, diameter is given 1.4 centimeter. So let's directly write radius (1.4 by 2 0.7 centimeter. We have to calculate surface area of the remaining solid. So in the remaining solid there are three types of surface areas: curved surface area of the cylinder, one circular end pi r square, and curved surface area of the conical cavity. To find curved surface area of conical cavity using pi r l, we need slant height L of conical cavity whose radius is 0.7 centimeter and height of the conical cavity is 2.4 centimeter. So let's first calculate slant height of the conical cavity, that is hollowed out from the solid cylinder of given height 2.4 centimeter and radius 0.7 centimeter. So slant height of conical cavity L is equal to under root h square plus r square. If you put the values of height h and r, it is 2 under root 2.4 whole square plus 0.7 whole square. This is further equal to 5.76 plus 0.49. This is equal to under root 6.25, which is 2.5 centimeter slant height of the conical cavity. 2.5 centimeter we have got slant height of the conical cavity hollowed out from the solid cylinder of given height and given diameter or given radius. Now we can find out surface area of the remaining solid to the nearest centimeter square. So surface area of remaining solid is equal to area of one circular end of the solid cylinder pi r square plus curved surface area of cylinder plus curved surface area of conical cavity, that is hollowed out pi r l. If we take pi r common, so it is going to be pi r into r plus from here 2h plus from here L. So pi r into r plus 2h plus L. This is going to be a formula for calculation of surface area of the remaining solid, in which pi r square is surface area of one circular end of the cylinder, solid cylinder. 2 pi r h is curved surface area of the solid cylinder, and pi r l is curved surface area of the conical cavity that has been hollowed out. Now putting values of pi r h and l in this expression, we can find out surface area of the remaining solid. So let's put pi 22 by 7 into radius 0.7 into 0.7 plus radius 2h, I mean 2 into 2.4 plus slant height 2.5 centimeter. 7 cancel, 0.1 into 22, 2.2 into from here 0.7 plus 2 into 2.4 is 4.8 plus 2.5. This is equal to 4.8 plus 0.7, 5.5 plus 2.5. This is equal to 2.2 into 0.7 plus 4.8 plus 2.7 is 8. So 2.2 into 8, and this is equal to 17.6, and it is 18 centimeter square to the nearest centimeter square, and this is the answer.